There. Now that you have all seen and recorded podcast episodes about each of the 22 preceding films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you are officially cleared to see Avengers Endgame, Part 1, The Gaming.
Which is barely even in theaters at this point. We're gonna have to see it in non-reclining seats, Michael. My hammies are gonna lock up.
I really don't know why we had to watch 2 seasons of Iron Fist.
Because there's a chance, Damian, there is a chance that Iron Fist will show up in this movie. And I don't want any of you getting confused when he turns into dust, or returns from dust, or punches dust into a bunch of, little bits of dirt. Soil, if you will.
Dude, there's no chance.
Yeah, him being there would be the entire source of my confusion.
Oh, wait, though. Do we need to get caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No.
Maybe. What's the last episode you saw?
None of them. Let us die.
Okay, I guess we can skip it. I mean, honestly, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just do menial labor in the background to facilitate the narrative, which is basically the worst job in any movie universe.
7049 Alpha/6. That is your employee number. It will not be repeated.
It's like being a mall cop. If superheroes didn't exist, S.H.I.E.L.D. would be cool. But they do, so S.H.I.E.L.D. is lame. Like a mall cop.
Although, being a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent would be dope in any other universe except for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, like, in the Little Miss Sunshine universe, you'd essentially be the Men in Black. There are way worse movie jobs than that.
That's true. Like, how about the intern who has to catalog all the haunted Nazi Indiana Jones brings back from his crusades?
Are you kidding? That would be the best job. You get class credit while making a spreadsheet for the world's whippiest adventurer.
But literally everything he steals is haunted as and covered in Nazi decals. And despite how altruistic Indy likes to claim that he is, he's getting paid for his discoveries and routinely violates international treaties every time he wants to grave rob. Plus, to top it all off, he's making some poor undergraduate risk getting his head blown off or aged into dust in exchange for a minimal amount of college credit.
But Indy always knows how to not trigger the trap, so maybe he types up some instructions or something.
Really? You think so? The guy that knows that Christ and aliens are real but never told anybody? You think he typed it up?
Fair point.
Thank you.
What about the guys who get to grow the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park?
That's another awesome job. You get to name all the dinosaurs.
Your positivity offends me. Stop it.
Maggie Fishosaurus. Maggiesaurus by land. Deadly by sea.
Oh yeah, are you gonna name one of your dinosaurs Twisted Genetic Horror?
Well, if they're an asshole, yeah.
All right, if you're going in the poor captive animals being forced to do our bidding direction, we've already heard it, all right? In every article about why Pokemon is secretly terrifying. So save it for the 20, huh? The 20? We don't want to miss the 20-minute block of advertorial programming that precedes the trailers.
No, Michael, the problem with the dino cloning job isn't animal cruelty. Is that they're blindly pulling DNA from mosquito blood and just cloning it. That's their process. That's a trial and error thing. Like, they have no idea what that DNA is going to make when they pop it in the clone microwave.
Won't what pops out just be dinosaurs, though?
Or there'll be monsters, Katy. Naive, foolish Katy.
All right, watch it.
How much blood does one of these fossilized mosquitoes drink? From how many different beasts? And thanks to Jurassic World, we know they have the ability to blend different strands of DNA into one creature. Those scientists are rolling the dice every time they fire up the vat and hope a dinosaur pops out, and not some mangled Aliens Resurrection Cronenberg monster.
Wow, how many times have they had to flamethrower a shrieking baby boogersaurus to death?
To use flamethrowers?
Yes, Katy, flamethrowers are cool. We're going to miss the movie.
So you could kill a dozen dinosaurs that you named as long as you use a flamethrower?
Grim. That is some grim. All right, people, the lift is on its way.
Well, everything has a name, Katy.
Even flamethrowers?
I like to think so. Bernie!
I think that you don't think any job in any movie would be bad.
Well, I'd just be happy to be working. LA's expensive. Look, any job that's not specifically the hero in a movie wouldn't be all that great. I mean, can you imagine being the Pope?
The lift has come and gone.
Being a pope in what movie? My capacity for making Pope believe is surprisingly broad.
The Marvel Universe. Thor showing up on Earth would be a big problem. Thor is both a god and an alien. He's E.T. on the cross. Discovering that mythological gods and aliens are real would cause a huge global crisis. People would freak out. The church would lose an enormous amount of power overnight. And Pope Katy would have to field questions about how to integrate the God of Thunder into Sunday school classes.
Yeah, but at least I'd be the Pope with my special Pope room and my special Pope hat. What about any regular person in Game of Thrones? They've got no control over what happens to them, they've got no voice in the government, and their only value is as a potential casualty. They're basically a sentient scoreboard.
Wow, yeah. Imagine being like the town crier, or, whoever has to ride around every 8 weeks and explain to villagers what the has been happening. There's no internet, there's no Game of Thrones wiki, it's just you trying to explain which incestuous Lannister choked to death on a poisoned fig and how that led to 12 of your town leaders getting burned alive in an enchanted farmhouse.
Well, on the plus side, the White Walker thing happened so quickly, you probably wouldn't even hear about it. I mean, I can't imagine trying to harvest a bunch of gourds knowing that there's a giant White Walker army ready to wipe out the planet.
Ooh, being a regular mer person in Aquaman. Everybody's wearing crowns and talking all Shakespearean when you know they're just ejecting clouds of brown soup every couple of hours like a bunch of horses. Seahorses. Kingfish. Ooh, I'm on a tuna roll, baby.
Ooh, you're right. It's probably some poor slob's job to clean it up, and they have a grotesquely uneven social caste system in the Aquaman universe. There's probably some groom of the stoolfish who goes around gobbling up all the mer crap.
Poor unfortunate soul.
How about Batman's accountant?
He tried to blackmail Bruce Wayne, and then Bruce Wayne heroically sacrificed his expensive Lamborghini to save him.
$10 million a year for the rest of my life.
That's my point. See, Bruce Wayne has to have a loyal accountant. I mean, this guy just spent one night going through Wayne Tech finances, immediately discovered that Bruce Wayne was Batman and blackmailed him. Bruce Wayne needs a CPA so loyal that they don't care that millions of dollars are being funneled from the company to pay for bat-shaped paraphernalia, and won't roll on Bruce when the feds come knocking, because that's how much they believe in the Bat cause.
Right, someone who wants to keep the Dark Knight safe to protect Gotham.
While not paying taxes, which would definitely save way more people than Batman running around punching muggers.
Speaking of guano, who has to build the toilets in the Star Wars universe? I mean, just imagine the restroom at the Mos Eisley Cantina that has to accommodate all those different alien buttholes. Think of the loads that Jabba the Hutt is trying to flush down, calling you every 2 hours going, "Iba, toilet fracture, Giba gooba, Han Solo,
They gave up on plumbing at Jabba's palace a long time ago. Everybody just goes in the rancor pit. That's why he's so rancorous.
Who do they make work in the vibranium mines?
Vibranium, Black Panther, Avengers, we have to go!
I mean, vibranium's whole deal is that it absorbs force then expels it, right? So how are they getting that out of the ground?
Lasers? Probably lasers.
There's some kind of weird drill thing they show in the movie.
Okay, but vibranium mining had to start at some point, right? And Wakanda's yet another society with a ruling royal family and a clear caste system. So it goes without saying that there was some blue-collar workforce that was shoved down there, and they kept getting launched all the way across the tunnel every time they swung a pickaxe.
Well, not if their feet were chained to the ground.
Yeah, that's not something we do in the Black Utopia.
Oh, you're right. I apologize. I hereby cancel myself.
Noted. So canceled.
Okay, what about whoever has to process the captain's log in Star Trek, right? Someone is sitting there listening to Picard's bullshit about learning how to play the space flute.
Not to mention Kirk's catalog of extraterrestrial sexual conquests.
I've always wondered the same thing about Diane from Twin Peaks. You know that mysterious secretary Dale Cooper yammers on to about pie and traffic lights?
Diane, if you ever get up this way, that cherry pie is worth a stop.
Plus, Agent Mulder's reports from the field, right?
I just had an amazing thought.
Maybe it isn't a beast man we're looking for after all.
90% pretentious conspiracy theories that some low-paid functionary has to funnel into the system. Agent reports man who only eats organs and lives in cocoon. No arrests made. Case closed. Okay, Mulder. Got it. Thanks.
Well, we've done it. We've talked about crappy movie jobs so long, we're missing the actual movie. I hope you're all happy.
Always.
Barely.
It's on streaming now. Let's just rent it.
But it's only back in theaters for a limited time, and it's got deleted scenes and such.
Man, they really want that last 100 million to beat Avatar, don't they?
But Disney already owns Avatar. Why are they trying to break the record of a movie they just bought?
Post-capitalist collapse?
I blame boba tea. Boba tea is a black.
Amen.
Is it a drink? Are we eating it? Like, what's going on?
It. Let's go late, okay? I mean, we'll only miss the first few minutes, and hey, maybe in one of the deleted scenes they show a little bit of Thanos' dick.
Oh.
That would be great.
Honestly, Michael, you could have just said Thanos shows his dick instead of making me watch all those movies.
Guys, it's probably got gems on it.
Then we wouldn't have 22 podcast episodes, right, Mike?
Actually, these aren't plugged into anything. I haven't paid my power bill in like 7 months.
Michael, I am going to murder you in hot blood.
Then I will die a champion.
Okay, guys, let's just go see the movie, okay? Truce? Thanos' dick?
Thanos' dick! Thanos' dick! Thanos' dick! Thanos' dick! Thanos' dick! Thanos' dick!
Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for watching Off Hours, episode 3. If you're here, thank you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, because that helps algorithm things. Other words that other people might want to say.
Patreon.com/smallbees.
That's the one.
Like Jadakiss said, I'm just happy to be here then, you know? That's it.
All right. Cut. Yeah.
Huh. That's my cue. What is the line? I do this for a living.